It's, I have no idea what day it is. You're all on a squint. Let's move you down slightly. There we go. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. It's 5 to 1. So far it's just me talking to myself. But hopefully some of you guys will drop in and say hello. I've been to the car boot. So hi Sib K. Desperate in the UK. What are you desperate for, Sib K? Hi Dawn Evans. Hi Al Zatic. Hi Peter Ray. He'll be with us in a bit. I'm always puzzled by Peter Ray, who's plainly here now and says he'll be with us a bit. Hi Caroline. Caroline, wish I could get you in on this with me. I just don't know how to do that. I'm doing it from my phone. I don't know how to invite you to join in. But I wish I could get you in. If you know a way, then let me know. Sib, you haven't told us what you're desperate for. Phoebe's in. Hi Phoebe. And Kim Kelly. And John Brady, who's speaking in Welsh, which I don't speak, and nor do most Welsh people, so you're a breed apart, John Brady. Steve's in from the Steve Green Adventure. The video quality is beautiful. Ta-da! Nobody's in the house except me and the dogs. Unless the dogs suddenly start streaming puppy porn, then we should be good for the internet. Fingers crossed. Ignore the M's. I liked the M's, Steve. Caroline doesn't know a way either. Caroline, we really need to do a live stream together soon. It's been ages and ages. So yeah, we need to sort that out. Jason Entwistle's in. Oh, it was supposed to be like the end of a letter. Hello, desperate from the UK, but you still need to know what you're desperate for. You know, desperate of Dulwich still has to be desperate for something. Al Zatic is on a high. Just sold an Isabel Marant coat. Never heard of Isabel Marant. Must look out for that. For 250 quid. Got it for $14.99. Yay! Well done, Al Zatic. Friday, Caroline, Friday. What's the date on Friday? And what sort of time of day are you thinking? Hi, Pixie Dust. I don't know what I have no idea. I'm only what date is today is because it's the dreaded bonfire night and the dogs have had to have tablets which they've had to have in cheese spread and it's been ugh. You don't want to know. Sazguest, hello, finally made a live stream. Hi Sazguest and welcome. I've been to the car boot sale. Everybody's now talking about Isabel Marant. I've never seen Isabel Marant. Somebody grab it and no, you can't grab it and show me. I'm the one showing things. Obviously not with it today, as usual. Date on Friday's the 10th. That's not shouting anything bad at me for the 10th. I don't see any reason why I shouldn't do the 10th. Let's do it. That'd be great for me and Caroline, live and unpredictable. We'll do it on Caroline's channel and then we can at least predict that it should work. Which it doesn't when we do it here. So, I've been to the car boot sale. I thought I'd show you my goodies. I posted on the reselling groups this morning, as I was driving to the car boot sale, there was a rainbow, and the end of the rainbow was quite plainly sitting at the car boot sale. So off I went to the car boot sale to find my pot of gold. Don't know if I've got a pot of gold, but I have got a few nice bits. Steve says, I just bought a musical piano thingy-majig for £5, could get 115 and I dropped it. Can you mend it? Have you got any super glue? I've got, look, contact adhesive. It's amazing what you can do with some contact adhesive. Yeah, hopefully you can mend that, Steve. Peter Ray's back. He was in another live stream. Who else is live streaming? Who have I interrupted? You're supposed to check, aren't you? Good YouTube manners to check if somebody else is actually live streaming before you jump on and interrupt. Sorry, whoever that was. Hi. Anyway, welcome back, Peter. So yeah, car boot sale. I also popped in the charity shop yesterday and got a couple of bits that have come upstairs at the same time, so I thought I would show you. I got a Tigger Breakfast Set, so bowl and mug. I paid $3.99 for the set. I should be looking at 20-ish, maybe 22 if I don't do a Steve Green and drop it any second now. Kim Kelly bought some nylon pants this morning. Kim, are you in the US? Is pants trousers? Because if you're in the UK, then nylon pants are a horrible idea. We have more nylon pants since the 70s. Pants are knickers here. Pants are underwear here, and nylon is a nasty idea next to your unmentionables. But yeah, if you're in the US, then pants are trousers, and I suppose that's a bit more. No, she's definitely on knickers. Oh dear, nylon knickers, static. I don't know. Ryan's in and he says nipple on weather this morning. It was a bit chilly. It was a bit chilly. My feet were like little chips of ice. I got that from the charity shop yesterday for $3.99, and in the same shop $1.99. A Stitch mug, and he should go again easily for a tenner, hopefully. So, Super Saver Debs, where have you been? Are you asking me or somebody else? Super Saver Debs, I've been here. I've been to the car boot sale. Unless you mean somebody else, in which case I don't know where they've been. Probably somewhere better. So yeah, Stitch mug for £1.99. So that was my charity shop find yesterday. And then everything else that you'll see is going to be car boot. So I'll start off with what I think might be my fail. I bought it at the last minute. I was on my way out. I saw this. I paid £5 for this, and it was open on the table like that. And it's a lovely book set. Hair in my mouth, sorry. Al's Attic, I've got 2 little Stitch espresso cups listed. I thought they'd fly out, but no. Well, thanks, Al's Attic, for raining on my parade. If it doesn't sell, it was £2. Super Saver Debs, no, I meant you, lol. You haven't uploaded for ages. I did put up a sales video during the week, and I did do a live stream last Sunday with no haul. I didn't go to the car boot, so I just did a live stream. So I have uploaded, you just haven't been watching me. Subscribe. It will sell, Al's Attic, it will. Louise McPhail, hi, sorry I'm late, what did I miss? You missed very little. You missed a Tigger Breakfast Set and a Stitch mug. That's all you've missed. I've only just started. So yeah, I paid £5 for this. I was on my way out. I saw it was open like that. It looked really nice. And I thought, oh yeah, that's good. But actually, on second glance, it's a little bit faded here. It's a little bit grubby on the back. I don't know. The books are in beautiful condition, but I don't know whether... I'll get my £5 back, but I don't know whether there's a great deal of profit in there or not. Sally Kelly's joined us. Hi, Sally Kelly. There's only me in the house. Where could the internet go? There's only me here. Natalie's not home. It's only me here. Yeah, it's the dogs. It's Buddy. It's not Buddy. Buddy's in the room. It must be Kai. So yeah, this was 50p. It's quite unpleasant, but it's got Bambi on it, and it's genuine Disney. And it was 50p. And I don't know. It needs a wash. 50p. She's definitely not on Netflix. She's at work. Now, I've got Deborah Stevens, but I don't know if that's my Deborah Stevens or another Deborah. Is that you, Debs? If that's you, say something that will let me know it's you. Something that only you and I would know. Now, I also bought... This was my first purchase, actually. This is a Kath Kidston butter dish. It's in very nice condition now that I've washed it. It still had the butter in it. I picked it off the table and I was like, oh, that's nice. And I put it in, I said, and it comes with butter. And she went, I should have washed that. Yeah, you should have washed that. Yes, it's Deborah Stevens, the one with the hot rod. Hi, Deb, you right? That is something only you and I would know. So yeah, I paid £2 for this. It will sell for about 18 to 20 now that I've removed the old butter from it. Bing! Sib K, it's been trying to fix my internet connection. Well, you've plainly failed, haven't you, Sib? You're fired. It is very pretty, Al's Attic, now that the butter's gone. The butter was quite unpleasant. Was she two? Well, she had it up at 3. And I lifted the lid and went, it's still got butter in it. Will you take 2? And she went, from the same lady. From the same lady, I bought these, and these might be another fail because having looked them up, there doesn't seem to be much value in them. They are Nike Mercurial GX7 or something like that. Where are they? CR7. CR7 football boots. I paid £4. They're filthy, but you kind of expect that with football boots. But there's probably a tenner in them if I'm lucky. Maybe not even that. So that's probably another fail. But it was cold. I buy shit stuff when it's cold. When it's cold, I'm just like, yeah, buy anything. Let's go home. Pair of Heelys for £2. I've just sold a pair of Heelys this week for, I can't remember how much, but more than £2. So, Steve, it's not all butter dishes, darling. It's only certain ones. If you see the Kath Kidston ones, if you see Emma Bridgewater ones, they go for a fair amount of money. But it's not everything. It's always worth looking on the bottom, seeing if there's anything, any markings you recognise or whatever. But yeah. Is £5 profit a shit profit though, Carla? £5 out there. Yeah, no, that's it. Don't go on tap. But what I mean is, when I saw them, I was like, "Ooh, Nike football boots." I think it's the Predators that you want. I think it's Nike Predators, or is that Adidas Predators? I don't play football. Can you tell? Yeah, Heelys. Well, particularly at this time of year, Heelys as well, because people do want them for Christmas and they don't want to pay a lot because they think they'll be faddy. So then again, we're talking bread and butter money. I think I sold them for £15. If I pay to myself for 15, I'm all right with that. It is added to Adidas Predator, yeah. See, Nike Mercurials, there's no money in them. There you go. But I'll get my money back. Now, you want the Lure Pack, you do want the Lure Pack butter dish and the egg cups, but you don't want them at that price, Sib. You're right. Sib Case put, I saw Lure Pack double butter dish and then 2 egg cups elsewhere, not worth it at 15. No, you want to pay pennies. The money that I've sold the Lure Pack collectibles and there is money in them, but you don't want to pay out for them. You want to get them cheap. They grow out of them quick. Can't be butter. That's a ka-ching. They can't be butter dishes. Nobody grows out of their butter dishes. Is that football boots or Heelys? Heelys. They grow out of Heelys quick. That's why people don't want to pay very much, because they won't fit for long. Nobody grows out of their butter dish. People who eat too much butter. I bought these. Don't you just love it when people reduce their prices themselves without you asking? So I picked these up. I said these are Skechers Cali wedges. These sell for between 15 to 18. I've sold so many of these over the summer. And I picked them up and I said to the lady, how much are those? And she said, oh, well, I did want 5, but I suppose I could take 2.50. Okay. Stand here a bit longer. They'll be free if I stand here long enough. Was the ka-ching really loud your end? It wasn't too bad my end. You see the bread already buttered for you. No need for butter dishes anymore. Right, hang on. Let me see what my ka-ching was. Oh, I'm turning to Zahir. I don't know what my ka-ching was. What was my ka-ching? Bear with. Bear with. Bear with. That's a very late ka-ching for an offer that I received earlier on and already. That's very odd. This coat's up at... I don't know what's happened there. I'm sure I've already accepted that offer. eBay's being odd. eBay's being very strange. I think that's a very, very late ka-ching coming in for something. I don't know. Peter Ray, I was using my phone for a live stream last night and had a ka-ching live. Yeah, apparently they're very loud. It was fine my end. Oh yeah, it could be a bid on an auction, Karen. See, this is why you're the clever one, darling. Karen, sorry, not Karen. It could be bid on auction. I've got some auctions going. No, it wasn't that either. Don't know. Give up. Give up. Caroline, Amazon. Hi, Lainey. Amazon have forced me to do 2-step verification. It's doing my head in. Side note, entirely unrelated to this video, but I felt need to just... You share, Caroline. You get that off your chest. What are they making you verify for? Just everything generally or a particular category? Ryan says his eBay app is shit. His 60-day total is wrong. He's got 4 offers pending. You've already dealt with... Yeah, there we go. There's obviously something wrong with the eBay today. Karen says she isn't clever. Well, I definitely aren't. So I definitely aren't. I can't even speak. I definitely am not. So somebody's going to have to be the clever one. Hi, Darren. Darren from Smart Resellers just popped in. Pixie Dust, you can reset your ka-ching. My ka-ching occasionally stops working, and you go back into your settings and reset it. You can redo it. Caroline's still trying to log into Amazon. She needs to go and find her XXX phone, which could be anywhere. Karen, no class, just more. Thought eBay was closed today. Bloody bad, not way. I've got lots of stuff to sell. Okay. So, bear with me. Darren, I'm giving you a spanner since you're here. You spanner for everybody else. And Caroline, I'm going to give you a spanner as well if you don't mind, because I have had the occasional idiot coming in. And if I spanner you guys up, then hopefully you'll unscrew the nuts for me if needed. I hope you don't mind. Feel free not to use the spanner if you don't want it. Lewis Hodgen. Lewis Hodgen's in. I've seen you on the reselling group, Lewis, and wondered if you just missed an S out your name. But I'm sure you know how to spell your own name. Darren said you saw me and automatically assumed a spanner. Charming. Well, if the cat fits. It's just because you're such an ace moderator, Darren. You're so on the ball. Right. Mrs. Carroll. Hello, Carla. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you too. Yeah, you and Caroline are spanners together, Darren. Okay, should we look some more stuff? I got for my regular little Christmas card, for my regular little card route guy, a bundle of stuff for £2, and that bundle of stuff was this. I got 2 of these. Now I've never seen this brand. One of them's upside down. The brand is Blueberry Bunnies. Can you see that? Blueberry Bunnies. Never seen this brand before, but they were quite cute. They were quite soft. They're in nice, clean condition. And I got all of this stuff for £2, so I thought I'd fling them into my bundle. I have no idea whether there's any resale in them or not. I'll have a look later and see if I've just bought some more rubbish. Who knows? But also in that, I got vintage Christmas lights. There we go, vintage Christmas lights. They've got two prices on. The original price was Woolworths $1.29, and then there's a kiosks. I remember kiosks. Price sticker for 32p, which I think has come off something else. But, well, I don't know whether they work. I haven't tried them. They've got a WTF plug. Oh my actual God. I wouldn't know where to begin. They will probably be sold as untested. But vintage Christmas lights are usually quite good. Now my two spanners are actually threatening to ban each other, I think. And also, old Christmas lights again. So this was in my little pile of stuff for £2. These are proper old school. I don't really, because the box hasn't been opened, I don't really want to pull them out. But look, proper old school Christmas lights there. So who knows? Who knows? Has Carla gone, or is it just me? I think I'm still here, Steve. I think it's just you. I think it's just you. Question. This is Sal's guest. Question. I'm listing a jigsaw cardigan, but the care label is missing. Sure, it's wool and I've washed it on a delicate cycle. Would you put that in the listing or just leave it and say no care label? Has anybody answered that? I would put no care label. I would probably mention that I think it's wool, but there is no care label. I'm not sure, and cover your bases. They were always used to be called fairy lights. They were always called fairy lights when I was a kid. Pixie dust. These are definitely fairy lights. Sure of it. Steve Green says, Darren, did you ban me? Ban happy lol. Darren's just gone around, not you, not you, not you, out, 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 out. Mrs. Happy Dappy Michelle, I've had a sex change on YouTube, gone from Mr. Happy Dappy to Mrs. Happy Dappy, as everyone gets confused. Welcome, the new Mrs. Happy Dappy. Gender neutral lights. Yeah, they were fairy lights. There's some random chat going on here. So in my £2 bundle, 2 lots of fairy lights, 2 bunnies, and a set of hammer beads, which again I always do well with. This is Hammer Construction Vehicles. It's all falling out of the box. Why didn't I guess that was going to happen? I've now got bloody hammer beads all over the floor. But yeah, not bad in my bundle for £2. I'll find all those later. And I paid £1 for a Janlin cross-stitch kit. I'm not sure whether it's been used a bit because it's open at the back. It's a bit mangly-tangly. But the original price was £50.99. Now this is a vintage cross-stitch kit. £50.99. I just thought for £1, I'll buy that. I have yesterday sold, I say sold because it hasn't been paid for yet, a tapestry kit. I bought it from the charity shop for £3 on Monday and sold it yesterday for £45. I wish they'd pay. I'd be happier if they paid. Darren's supposed to be putting shelves up apparently. Chelsea always confuses. I always think of the nice lady called Chelsea who was a bit thick. It might be a nice lady called Chelsea with a Bristol accent because we say things like it's a good ideal. So maybe she's Chelsea. An extra strong bint is surprised by the price of my my cross-stitch kit. Yeah, tapestry kits are really good picking up. I only bought it because it was £3 and it seemed nice. Chelsea is a bloke as far as I'm aware, Caroline, yeah. So yeah, £51 for that. Like I said, I don't know if there's much value left in it, but try it for £1. A pair of Hotter shoes for £2. These are barely worn and they're a size 9. Ladies size 9, which is great, you know, big fat-footed ladies. And I also remembered to bend the soles and check for cracking because there's if you store shoes for a long time, the soles can disintegrate. So I remembered to do that and check for cracking. So yeah, £2 for those. They'll go well, I hope. She said confidently. I've run out of space. From the same car boot guy. Now this one, Caroline, this is your fault. Caroline, Mrs. Matthews. If this turns out to be a dud, it's all your fault. Because do you remember a few months ago, Caroline sold the sales brochure that her father or her father-in-law got when he bought a posh car. Caroline, help me out. I've forgotten all the... I did have a tidy up, Peter. It does look tidy apart from the hammer beads all over the floor. I lost my thread. Service manual for an E-Type Jag. There we go. Well, when I saw this, I thought, oh, look, Caroline's done well with something similar. So this is an Aston Martin V8 Vantage Roadster, kind of sales burble, really. It's got all kinds of, you know, sailage photography in it. It was in my bundle for a £5. I thought I'd try it. It seems to sell for about a tenner. It's all your fault, Caroline. This is why my children have to eat crumbs, because I buy rubbish because of Caroline Mrs. M. It's your fault watching you. Ow, that was my elbow. Okay. Sib K, oh my god, I'm supposed to be listing. I'm going to Stufu. You Stufu, mate. You go ahead and Stufu. 3 Slimming World cookbooks. Kai! Kai has opinions. Darren said the Aston Martin book will sell a lot better if I bundle it with the car. I'll do that. That's an excellent idea. Pixie Dust, I can't concentrate since... Oh, I'm back. What is the matter with my internet? Where is it going? So, 3 Slimming World recipe books. This one was 50p. This is the extra easy entertaining one. 50p. And these were £2.50 each because she would not budge. She had a whole pile of them and I was like, how much do you want? She said, oh, they're all half the list price on the back. And I was like, okay, yeah, I don't want to pay that. And so I picked up 4, which would have been a tenner, and said, would you take 8? And she was like, no, I want £2.50 each. So I just bought these 2 because I figured they were in the nicest condition. This is the Slimming World Curry Club, which is a very popular book, and Slimming World Festive Feast, which is obviously the right time of year for that one. So they'll sell. They'll shift. You can get more than the face value for a Slimming World recipe book. In with that Aston Martin book, I paid a £5 for the book. For this Grow Egg Nightlight, complete with the sleeve, which increases the price. And... oh, and another, Caroline will appreciate this, another Villeroy and Bosch mug. Caroline loved my other Villeroy and Bosch mug, didn't you, Caroline? She was so pleased about that. If for those of you who don't know, I won a challenge with Caroline for the fastest selling item. We're using a Villeroy and Bosch mug. This is a smaller one. And I've no idea what the value on it is, but it was in with a bundle. So £5 for the Grow Egg, the Aston Martin book, and the Villeroy and Bosch cup mug thing. It's all going to go horribly wrong. There's going to be a crash any second. Everybody's talking about cars. People talking about cars in the chat. Does anyone go to NCT, National Childbirth Trust mum sales? I don't know. I probably should. You could probably pick up something worth having, but I've never bothered. 75p for a bright side. Can't cook, won't cook. I'll have to wash up a tea towel, which will probably go in a friend's Christmas thing because she likes the bright side stuff. Ryan, how is your new car? Touch wood. Touch wood. Nothing's dropped off it yet. I've probably spoken too soon. And Peter A. Carla, are you starting any more challenges with Caroline? We're supposed to be doing Grow Your Pound. However, she had a holiday, I had a holiday, she fell apart, I'm falling apart. We haven't done that yet, but we're going to, aren't we, Caroline? Mrs. M, we're going to do that. Have I christened it? Ryan, I don't know what you mean. I haven't smashed a bottle of champagne over the bumper, if that's what you're talking about. £1.50 for an Aladdin Bento Box. You might see these lying around. They're always worth picking up. They'll sell for about a tenner. They're basically a hot food flask that comes in different sections, and they're always worth grabbing. So £1.50 on that one. And last one out the bag is a 75p paper chase organiser. So 75p, can't grumble at that. In the bottom of the bag are bits of fairy lights and bloody hammer beads. What car have I got? It's just another Ford Focus, Peter. I liked the old one. It was easy to replace. Maybe Ryan, yeah, maybe Ryan means have I christened it by smashing it up yet? Not quite. I haven't reversed into any posts yet. Caroline says we need to do another challenge, but maybe something quick and snappy. Your pound thing. She can't be asked with starting up a whole new business account. Oh, okay. Well, you think of something then. Don't want to miss the paintwork up. It's not a posh new car, Ryan. It's already got scratches and stuff. I can't afford posh new cars. That was another ka-ching, wasn't it? I'm sorry if it deafened you all. Maybe it was somebody paying for something. Maybe it was somebody paying for their very expensive tapestry kit. Where am I going? Bear with, bear with, bear with, bear with. Do you know, I really hate Seller Hub. I really hate it. I don't like it. Yes, that tapestry kit has now been paid for. It's officially sold. 45 quid. I paid 3. I'm really pleased with that. I would show you it, but I don't know where it is. Put it away somewhere tidily and neat and safe. But yeah, it's a David Erman, E-R-H-M-A-N. No, it's not. It's Erman is the brand name. It's a David Merry design. And I think that's what helped bump it up a bit. So yeah, those are worth looking out for. Lewis says it feels like ages since you've heard the ka-ching. We can listen to mine. I don't mind sharing my ka-chings. And Extra Strong Bin also hates the Seller Hub, wants the old version back. I don't deal well with change. I get used to something, I know how it works, and then I go and change it, and it pisses me off. Did you notice, by the way, that Edna's been banished to the hallway? I got sick of falling over in the doorway, so I've banished her to Natalie's doorway, where she can trip Natalie up instead. Caroline, we can do grow your pound, but not new account. Okay, Caroline, you thrash out how we'll do it, and we'll do that. That's absolutely fine. I got 2 of these Flotation Aid swimming vests. One was definitely 50p, and the other one was either 50p or £1. I can't quite remember. But one of them was definitely 50p. One is Water Kids, and the other one is Zogs. The Zogs one will have slightly higher value because it's a better known name. But yeah, they sell quite well. I usually get 8 to 10 quid on those, and if you pay 50p, then you mustn't grumble, but that needs washing. That's a bit grubby. Peter May, get in, great sale now just to find it. It won't be far away. It'll be in this flipping unit like everything else is. I got a Band Apparel, which is a brand that sells in Blue Banana. It's kind of gothic, emo, stuff like that. Band Apparel jacket. I don't know how well you can see that. Black and red tartan. Oh, you can see it quite well now, can't you? Lacy details. It's got. I really like this. Look at the little pull tag on there. Can you see that? It's a little skull. I don't know if I can. There we go. Yeah, really, really like that. It's a size not me. A size large, still not me. Chinese large, I think. But yeah, I paid £4 for that, and I think there's probably good resale in that. Because all the stuff from Blue Banana, yeah, I know, I like it. I think it's funky. But yeah, hideous sells. Never go, oh, that's ugly, I won't sell. It'll sell. Goths love it. That's what Ryan's saying. He's right. And the last item, last thing I've got is another coat. And I paid £3 for this one. This is just a girl's coat, but it is Mountain Warehouse. And it's got the double layer zip out fleece inside. So £3. It does need a wash. Several of the bits I picked up today need a wash. So yeah, that's everything. I spent my average buying price per item was higher today. I paid up a bit more. But I'm pleased with what I've got. I think, you know, I've got several items here that I've paid £4 or £5 for. My average buying price is more like £1 normally. So Carmen says, missed the notification, busy photographing. And Mrs. Carroll says her mannequin is Ethel. Mine's Edna because she's got no Ed. Edna. Alzatic have a hideous red check aquascutum jacket. Need that to sell. Ryan says, I may be a goth. Listening to by Michael Bublé is too much fun, lol. Okay, well, you can be a Booble fan if you want, my darling. You can enjoy the Booble. Sorry, I'm just going to sit here and file my nail because I just snagged it. So yeah, that's everything I got. And like I said, there's a few items there that I've upped my buying price on. I don't know if that rainbow, that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, I don't know if that actually turned my head a bit and made me go a bit crazy, because I don't normally part with £4 or £5 here or there. I'm very tight usually. But yeah, see, Sibk's just put in the chat to Ryan, you know Christmas is coming when Bublé comes out. We have this theory, right? Michael Bublé and James Arthur have the same voice. We think they're the same person. We think James Arthur is actually only James Arthur between sort of January and October, and then on the 31st of October he turns into Michael Bublé for the festive season. That's what we think. Andrea's mannequin is called Petunia. Extra Strong Bint is called Marjorie. And I've got an eBay message. Let's place bets. Excuse me. Yes, I've got an eBay message about that damn tapestry kit. Let's all guess what they're going to say. Sorry, my messages aren't loading now. And I'm trying to read the chat as well. Ryan reckons they're going to say pack it well, bitch. Andrea reckons they're going to say ordered an error. Karen's going for what size is it? Extra Strong Bint's going for my kid accidentally bid on it. Finn Fashion Plus is going for can you send it first class post? It's probably all of those combined. But for some reason my messages aren't loading. That's how annoying is that when you're actually, you know, trying to check something deliberately. Yeah, Sib K's going with sorry, my son bought it. Where am I now? Sib K, doing it yourself lifestyle, laugh my ass off. Also, that kind of is for, and what she is thinking. What am I thinking? Who's thinking what? Does it come with an Aston Martin? Do I have to put the stitches in myself? I don't want it. Shut up, you lot. Right. If I could get my messages to load, I'd know the answer to this. I have a question about using my item, or I want to send the seller a message. It says, I would like to ask you to send me number of the parcel, please. You'll send the kit to Special Post Storehouse, and then they'll deliver it to Ukraine, where I live. So, they ask about number of the parcel. Thanks for your kit and your help. That's going to be a nightmare, isn't it? I presume this is going by... No, it's not going by GSP, because it doesn't cover the Ukraine. If it was going by GSP, I wouldn't have been able to send the invoice, which I was able to send... So if it was GSP, I'd feel so much happier about this because I just know that it's going to get there, and now they're going to want the tracking number. And it's fine, I can send the tracking number, but I guarantee there's going to be a bloody problem with this. There just always is, isn't there? Don't be cheap. Spend the extra quid on recorded postage. I usually send stuff by Hermes. I might actually send this Royal Mail recorded. Mind you, Royal Mail are worse for getting a claim out of than Hermes are. Oh dear. You're laughing at the James Arthur theory about him being yeah, like I said, I think he's only Bublé from October to... They've got the same voice. They've got one voice between them. Don't be cheap, don't use Hermes, only kidding. Oh well, I've sold it. They've paid, they're having it. I'll send it tracked. I'll send it. I might send it special delivery. Karen says, I have had more go missing Royal Mail signed than Hermes. Hope Lisa isn't here. Lisa doesn't seem to be here at the moment, so we can talk about Hermes without Lisa exploding in a corner somewhere. Darren, I send a lot to China and Ukraine that I have to send to a service house first. It's all good. Okay, thank you, Darren. I feel a bit better about that. And Phoebe says, don't start Darren off on postage, please. We have a constant Royal Mail versus Hermes discussion. So I take it Darren's good with Hermes and you're good with Royal Mail, or the other way around? I've got no choice but to use the best price around. That's true. Yeah, I'm going for cheap every time. Bear in mind, at the end of the day, you have to remember, I paid £3 for this tapestry kit. If it goes missing and they have their 45 quid back, I haven't lost £45. I've lost £3. It's not the end of the world. Phoebe, why do you love Royal... I hate Royal Mail. They're expensive, they're useless, they lose stuff, and then they argue with you about whether they've lost stuff or not. So why do you love them so much? Are you just very, very patriotic? Speaking of patriotic, I went to a regimental dinner with my father last night. You would think a room full of old soldiers would know all the words to the national anthem. No. I did. I knew all the words. Ryan says, I could what? I've missed a bit something, but I like the shuttle. Well, apparently Ryan is going to be Sib K's bitch. Well, you know, that's fair enough. You all do whatever suits you. Hermes have seemed to have lost my third ever parcel I spent 12 days ago. That's unlucky if you've only sent 3 and they've lost 1. They've only ever lost like 2 of mine in years and years. Phoebe says, I have an OBA account. They have never lost anything for me since I've had the account. So it's having the account that makes a difference. They deliver second class within a day, and I've got lots of happy customers come out time and time again. If it works for you, darling, then that sounds reasonable. And Pixie does. Here's a good question. What will you do to calm your dogs tonight with fireworks? Well, it's not just tonight, is it? It's been happening for a fortnight already. We bought, I keep calling it Actimel, and I'm sure that's yogurt. Like the plug-in thing. Aptimel, is it? Not Aptimel's baby food. What the heck's it called? plug-in thing that's supposed to calm them down didn't make a lot of difference. And yesterday we bought calming tablets from the pet shop that hopefully will help. Adaptil, thank you, Extra Strong Bin. Adaptil plug-in didn't seem to help a great deal. But yeah, and yesterday we bought calming tablets, which I'm going to put that down because I keep fiddling with it, which we're hoping will help. They had them yesterday. They seemed, I wasn't here last night, but Natalie said they seemed slightly better last night. And they've had their first dose today, which has been a joke, trying to get tablets into the dogs. And they'll have another dose later on. Cheaper to get a husband. Cheaper than what, Ryan? What have I missed? Ryan says it's cheaper to get a husband, Carla. Cheaper than what? Cheaper than getting an Adaptil plug-in for the dogs? What? Where am I? I'm confused. Peter Ray says that Royal Mail are pretty good, better than the Hermes he's found, as they've lost more than Royal Mail. He knows it's expensive, but he tries to send most things under 2 kilos as it's cheaper. I pay $2.39 to send with my Hermes, and Royal Mail will be $2.82. That's quite a big difference, isn't it? You know, if you're only going to send one parcel a week, 40p is not the end of the world. But if you're going to send 20 a day, then, you know, we're talking quite a big difference. Cheaper than my dog. They're not my dogs. Ah, ha, ha. The little one's my son's dog. The big one's my daughter's dog. I don't have to pay for these dogs. I paid for the last ones. Andrea, falling on a bruise. You used to be able to get ACP tablets from the vets to knock your dog out for bonfire night. We did have them for the old dog. We had tranquilizing tablets because she got into such a state. And yeah, Phoebe, you've mentioned Rescue Remedy in the dog's water before. I was going to try some of that. Debbie says Buddy's mine. He's not yours. Why? If he's yours, why is he in my bedroom farting? Explain that, Deborah Stevens. Yeah, part-time dog owner you are. Yeah. So yeah, Rescue Remedy. I was going to try that and I forgot completely all about it until you've just said it again. Darren says, my local post office is useless, as Phoebe found out recently too, lol, so that's why I stick to Hermes. 5 parcels lost in over 1,500 cents. Exactly. Like I said, they've lost about 3 of mine in 2 years, and they're not too bad. Why don't we bring him over? I'm plainly doing a live stream. Yeah, they're not too bad, and I find that just having the tracking makes the difference. With Royal Mail second class, it's not tracked, and people know it's not tracked, and they take the mickey. I find that just having the tracking... I've had several parcels recently where people have said to me, it's not come. And I've said, oh, the tracking says it has. And they've just disappeared off into the ether. They've not pushed it. They've not gone, well, it hasn't. So having the tracking makes all the difference. So I've been on for 38 minutes. I've not got anything much else to say. So unless anybody's got anything they want to talk about... Yeah, you have a reference number, Extra Strong Bin, with Royal Mail, but it doesn't actually go anywhere. I had a reference number for parts of the day, and when I followed it, it's just like, this is not a tracked service. Great, thanks very much. Doesn't seem to do anything, you know? So unless I'm missing something there. Sib K, question, tell us about your neighbour at number 4. Sib K, why don't you ask about my neighbour at number 5 instead of number 4? Is it number 5 or is it number 7? Deb, which number do you live at? French Fancies, hi from Southwest France. Love your videos, thank you. Nice of you to say that. And Super Saver Deb said, I had that too. Someone trying it on a reference number with Royal Mail second class, nothing more. Alzetta gets marked when delivered, tells you've been delivered. And yeah, Deb lives at number 7, Sib K. Mrs. Carroll's off to peg the wash now. I should do mine as well. Yeah, so Deb lives at number 7, Sib K. Why don't you ask about the neighbour at number 7 and Deborah can tell you it herself. Tell us about your neighbour at number 45, unless it's Deborah Stevens. I know everything about Deborah. Do you indeed? Well, I don't think we've got a number 45. I don't think the street's that big. No, it's a very small street. Peter says, we're all different. I sent a reference number to a buyer and was all okay. I suppose it's the buyers that are all different, isn't it? You get a dodgy buyer. 28, is that the top number of the street, Deb? Is that how many we go to? 28. That sounds about right. And I can't tell you about the people in number 28 because I don't know them. My favourite lamppost is definitely the one outside my house because it's the only one I can see. Sib K, ask a sensible question. Something maybe, I don't know, reselling related, perhaps? How have sales been? Sales have been slower again this week. They've picked up, obviously that tapestry kit's helped, and they've picked up over the last 24 hours or so, but they've been slower this week again. I've not got enough of the right stuff for Q4, if I'm honest. I've got far too much clothing. Sales are going to plummet for clothing. We all know that at this time of year. And I've got not really enough present-y style stuff. So you just accept it. When are you and Caroline starting a new challenge? Maria, you'll have to ask Caroline because she just said she wants to do it differently. So you'll have to ask her. I've now put her officially in charge of it. But we're going to hopefully do a live stream Friday. So perhaps we can talk about it then. Question, do you think Beck and Z's reselling live chat is related to reselling? Loosely. Very, very loosely. I love Beck and Z. They're lovely. Darren says you need to get out and see more lamppost, Carla. The whole world of lampposts. A whole new world. What's the favourite? My favourite Christmas song is obviously A Fairy Tale of New York because I'm a sensible, proper person and I know how to do stuff. And how many things am I listing a week on average? Oh dear. How many things should I be listing or how many am I actually listing? This week I think I've got up about 35 new listings in total over the entire week. It's not been a good week. I've not had the motivation. I've not had much oomph this week for listing. But Ryan says I should be doing 100 a week minimum. Ryan, where would I keep it all? If I listed 100 new items a week and didn't sell 100 new items a week, where would it go? We've talked about growth before. This is a tiny corner of my bedroom. There's nowhere for it to go. I'm going to come and store it at your house. In the Brecon Beacons or wherever it was you said you live. Ryan's a machine. Ryan is not only a machine, but Ryan's a bully. You'll sell them. Don't be so negative. Slap yourself. See? Bullying. Making people beat themselves up. Bloody bully. Sib K, question, if you could steal one item from Deborah Stevens' home to resell, what would it be? Humans not allowed. Seriously, one item. Sib K, if you could get into Deborah Stevens' loft, you would wet yourself. Deb, tell him what's in your loft. What time are we doing the live stream on Friday? I don't know, Peter. I'll go on Caroline's channel and I no doubt she will put up an advance warning. I have no idea what time we're going to do it yet. And Karen's in the same situation as me. She's got to 800 listings and there's no more room. Yeah, Deb's laughing because she knows what's in her loft. Go on, tell him what's in your loft, Deb. Tell Sib K what's in your loft. Action Men. Just for starters. A world of Lego. Star Wars toys. Everything Playmobil. Everything her boys ever had growing up. She had 3 boys. They are now around about the 30 age, you know, in that area. They never parted with anything and it's all in Deb's loft. She won't let me have it. She won't let me up there because she knows I will have the bloody lot. There are millions of pounds in Deborah Stevens' loft. I am going to break in from the top of the house like the milk tray man and just empty it out from the top out. Sib K, at Deborah Stevens, oh my god, at Doing Yourself Lifestyle. Ryan, how do you feel about doing a burglary? Number 7 or something next to Carla's. Yeah, look at people in the chat. Oh my god, no way. Yeah, she won't let me have it. She doesn't part with it. She's keeping it for posterity, perhaps. Money, 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 Peter. So, and I tell you what, Peter, you're a man for DVD box sets. You'd love Deborah Stevens' house. Oh, all the old comedy box sets. You would love it. It's like Aladdin's cave. Or the Hoarder Next Door. So one or the other. Ryan said, yeah, he's up for the burglary and we can leave money afterwards. And Deborah Stevens says, Scott says it's Scott, who's one of her sons, is not parting with anything. Can you see? Can you see everybody in the chat now is going mental at the idea of all Deb's stuff? Yeah, honestly, it makes me, I can't think about it. I can't think about it. It upsets me. I'm like, but there's so much money. There's so much potential. Oh. There you go, Deb. If you want to sell your box sets, you want to chat to Peter Ray. That's your man. He loves and all the old stuff, all the old box sets. What's in my attic? Crap. When my son moved down out of the attic, he only bought the things he wanted to keep. He left everything else up there. It's all still up there. And I mean crap. Like, I don't think he even took the sheets off the bed that's up there. So, why isn't she selling them? I don't know. Deb, why aren't you selling your stuff, Deb? Yeah, see, everybody's saying give it to Carla. It's a good idea. It's a brilliant idea. Give it oh, ka-ching. I will find out what Zika-ching was. Or not. Oh, Deb, I've just sold that Coldplay mug early this morning. It went for £8 in the end. Ryan says Deb's got too much coin. Yeah, she's a very wealthy woman, aren't you, Deb? Very wealthy woman. What was that ka-ching? Why am I getting random ka-chings that don't appear to be connected to anything? Yes, I want to move up into the loft, work-wise. I really do. I don't know what that ka-ching was either. I think all my ka-chings are playing up. J True's joined us. Hi, J True. Deb Stevens says, who wants box sets? Peter Ray. Peter Ray wants box sets. Many of them. Right, pay for that. I don't know what that ka-ching was. And I can't find out without ending the live streams because I'm looking on the computer and it's not doing anything. It's all a mystery to me. Oh, it might have been a bid, actually. I seem to have 3 bids where before I only had 2. Yeah, it was a bid. There we go. And now my battery's going on my phone as well. It's going well, this, isn't it? I really should go. I should go and put all this stuff away because it's now all over the floor. Put some of it in the washing machine. Sib K's popped in with a question. Funny how he does that. Question, if you could sell only one category of products, what would it be? You know, on eBay, everything's in categories, and there's a little category called everything else. I'd sell everything else. And I'd just put everything in there. Deb Stevens is going to bring box sets over. Peter Ray, you're going to be so happy. Gold bars, yeah. If I could sell only one item, it'd be gold bars. When would you say the best month or 2 is for clothes? I would say there's not necessarily a best month or 2. Obviously, clothes are seasonal. Hi, Heather. We're just about to go, but welcome anyway. I've lost me train of thread. Train of thread? Train of thread's not a thing. Train of thought. Clothes. Seasonal. So, you know, bikinis, obviously in the summer, winter coats in the winter. But definitely you see the slump at this time of year for second-hand clothing. Definitely. It's not a good time. People don't buy second-hand clothing for gifts. But it will pick up again. Sibk saying used clothes are pointless. I don't know. Sibk, it depends which ones you're selling. I mean, I don't know anything about men's clothing. So I've no idea whether that's pointless or not. But ladies' clothes, there's definitely still money in ladies' clothes. I mean, in my sold items that I'm waiting to post out today, where are we? Bear with, bear with, bear with. How many times have I said bear with during this live stream? If you all bear with me, we'd all be sitting around nude. Clothing. A jumper that I paid £1 for has sold for a tenner. A top that I paid £1 for sold for a tenner. Coat that I paid £1 for sold for 14 quid. That's a £3 outlay and a £34 inlay. Inlay's not a thing. So there is, you know, it's not huge money. It depends, I suppose, on your. Sorry, I've got an itch. It depends on your price point, doesn't it? You know, some people want to make £20 profit each time. So yeah, there's definitely money in it. It's just it's more patience, I suppose. Use growth section in Seller Hub. Where are we now? Sorry, I've got confused in the conversation. I'm not sure who Halzatic is talking to when she says use growth section. Yeah, it's just seasonal. Like I said, it's a very difficult time for second-hand clothing. But it will still sell. There is still money there. It's just not going to be... Yeah, Karen's got, out of 10 to post, I've got 8 items of clothing to post. If you're happy with £10 sales for a little outlay, then clothes are good. Exactly. My price point on clothing is I'll buy for £1 and sell for a tenner. If I can buy for £1 and sell for 30 quid, obviously I'm ecstatic. But if I can buy for £1 and sell for a tenner, then I'm happy with that. I do that 10 times, I've made £90 profit on a tenner. Sib's getting all upset. Maria Clark wants to know, does anyone know the best way to sell fabric? She picked up 7 metres of Beatrix Potter fabric today for 3 quid. I'd probably sell the 7 metres as a bundle. If you break it down into metre lengths, then you're gonna struggle because a metre's not enough to do anything. I would probably sell the 7 metres as a length. Sibk says, back off people, I was misunderstood. Clothes are definitely worth selling. I just mean right now it's hard to push used clothes right now in this time period epoch. You're right. Yes, we understand you. Don't panic. Growth section shows sales by category. Where are we? I've scrolled up. Category trends by month. I was like, I can't use Seller Hub. I don't like it. I don't understand any of it. I can't find any of the stuff I used to be able to find. It's all buggered off. Yeah, see now Deb and Peter are now talking about box sets amongst themselves. Used coats, boots, jumpers and party clothing will sell well. Sib K says I miss Instagram. So have they thrown you off Instagram or something, Sib K? Have you been banned from Instagram? Darren says the only clothing I can seem to sell are footy shirts. I'm used to any other clothing. You have to do what you know, though, don't you? Click growth and then sourcing guide. Run through the tutorial. I should do that, shouldn't I? Cashmere, anything always good? Yeah, that's a good point. Sib K says, keep her talking, Peter Ray. Me and Ryan are driving down to Deborah's. She'll be chatting in the bedroom on the computer and they'll be going in through the chimney. I don't know why that's going in through the chimney, but that's plainly chatting in the bedroom, but I don't know why that's going in through the chimney, unless they're floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee. Boots go well this time of year. Yeah. Boots are always, it's, like I said, everything's seasonal. Hi, Hasina. Yeah. Do you think the internet's trying to tell me something? Do you think it's time to say goodbye? It's possible that it's time to call it a day if the internet started kicking me off again. Yeah, so, so, okay, do you have these on cut and paste? When you find something you expect to sell quickly and it does not, what is your go-to strategy to get it to sell SAP? E.g. refoot? What's refoot? What's refoot? Is that photo shoot? Refoot. Relist, reprice. I always list more than I expect to get in the first place. So I look at an item, I think I'll get a tenner for that. I list it at £12.99, £13.99. After the first 30-day listing, I reduce by £1. I'll reduce by £1. I reduce by £1. I keep on doing that, and sometimes I'll do that for bloody old months. Eventually, I'll bung it on a 99p auction. If it still doesn't sell after all that, I have been known to do a bundle and list it as bundle of reseller overstock, which sells like that. So yeah, I don't give up for a long time. But I'll just reduce and reduce and reduce. Chatting on the keyboard just looks like you're doing two chimneys. My hubby says he wishes he could get those margins of profit on his stuff and his menswear shop. Exactly. If you're getting 90% profit on an item, then that's not bad, even if it is only a tenner. Do you find Lindy Bop comes up small? I can't get this 18 dress on 18 mannequin. Yes, Lindy Bop does come up small. Yes, it does. But it will sell quick. And luckily, people who buy Lindy Bop usually know that it comes up small, so they know that they need to buy a bigger size. Interesting, Carla. Can you wait while I type my next question? Right. Lisa Fend has just arrived. She says, sorry, she's late. I'm just about to go, Lisa. I'm sorry. Leopard print Lindy Bop dress. I'd like to have seen that, Heather. I'd like to get that. Where do I might get my glasses from? The pub, like everybody else. I'm not answering silly questions, Sib. I'm just not. So ask a silly question, get a silly answer. What's the plans today, Ryan? The plans today are put all this stuff away, have a nana nap because I had a very, very late night. I'm going to have a nana nap. I'm still watching the end of my Bread box set, so I'm going to watch the last couple of episodes of that, have a nana nap, and then I must do some listing later. I really, really must get some listing on, and I've got something like 12 parcels to pack. I think I've got, 12 parcels outstanding waiting postage. So that'll be this evening. I think Peter and Deborah have come to some kind of agreement. Shut up, mouth! Come to some kind of agreement about box sets. I'm not sure what. I'm sure Deb will let me know what's going on. Buddy, come here. Come here. Come here. Up. 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 Look. Look. Can you see in the camera? You're shouting. And because you're shouting, those people are listening to you shouting. Show them your guilty face. You guilty boy, are you? You are a good boy, aren't you? Yes, you are. Careful, you'll fall. You'll fall. Oh, look, here's the other one now. You coming as well? Come say hello. Come here. Kai. Kai. Come here. Come here. Come on, you can walk through that. Come on. Come on. Come on, come up and say. There we go. Up and say hi. Look here, look. Look up here. Can you see? There's a good boy. Look, you're on internet. You're famous. You're YouTube famous. Yeah, you are. He's a good boy. God, your breath stinks. You're having a polo for your tea. Okay, right, so I'm watching Bread. I'm not just watching Bread. I'm re-watching Bread, Darren. I watched Bread in my youth 100,000 years ago, and then somebody bought me the box set for Christmas because I had it on my Amazon wish list for 100 years. And so I'm rewatching it and reliving my youth. Dawn Evans is off. Bye, Dawn. And I won't be watching Game of Thrones because apparently they hurt each other, and I don't like things where people hurt each other. Where is my car boot stuff? I see, no, I've done it all. You've missed it all, my darling. You'll have to watch it back. I've done the whole lot. It's all in here in a big pile, and all down here in a big pile, and I've been through it all. I'm afraid you're like, and Caroline's back and just in time for us to go. Have I ever had thoughts to use Etsy or even Amazon? I'm not interested in Etsy. I just can't be bothered. Amazon I keep on thinking about, and yes, I probably do need Ryan to push me to do it. It's all the jumping through hoops they make you do. Like Caroline's just said, Caroline has spent the morning jumping through hoops with Amazon to do double verification. I don't think I can be bothered. Lisa Fenn's dad is home from hospital. That's good news. So, yeah, I don't think I'll be bothered to jump through hoops with Amazon. Maybe if eBay gets really, really rubbish, then I'll move over. Nora Adley, I'm so upset I've missed everything. You could better watch it back, Nora. It'll still be there for you to watch later. I'm sorry you didn't get the notifications. I'm not responsible for that end of things. Caroline says she's been listing a few bits on Etsy. She likes the listing interface. It's improved no end since she last did it in 2005. Like I said, I've never used Etsy. It's more vintage stuff, isn't it? Vintage and crafts and things. But meh. Ryan says I used to only do Amazon, but I'm going to eBay now. 70% eBay, 30% Amazon for next year. I must admit, some of the things I pick up, I think this would go so much better on Amazon. I picked up this yesterday. Hang on. I've fallen into the cupboard while I'm trying to reach it. Oh, bloody hell. It's fallen down the back. I picked up this yesterday. Peanuts 1960s collection, a Snoopy collection DVD. I picked this up for 49p in the charity shop and I was like, oh, that's bound to go well. It goes for about £3 on eBay. I bet it goes for a lot more on Amazon. Maybe I should pull my finger out. Maybe I should. Maybe. Retro Vintage 65. Is that you, Jimmy White? Am I right? Jimmy White, if that's you, wave your hand at me, darling. Just open account, Carla. I've got an account. I've got the beginnings of it. I just haven't done all the jumpy through hoopy bits. $4.99 on Amazon. I don't feel too bad about that now. Then that's not the end of the world. It is you, Jimmy. Now, Jimmy was messaging me the other day on Facebook. He was saying, hi, it's been a while. I haven't spoken. How are you? And I was working. I was helping out my friend behind the bar at the pub. And I wasn't supposed to have my phone. So although I was flicking at my phone and looking, I was... And then he was like, have I upset you? Because you're not responding. And I had to go, I'm really sorry. I'm at work. I'm not supposed to be on my phone. Jimmy, you haven't upset me in any way. I wasn't ignoring you deliberately. I was just trying not to get myself in shit. Have I downloaded the Amazon app? I did. And then I think I took it back off again. Ryan... I'm lazy, love. I'm really lazy. If it's not easy, I don't do it. I'm lazy. Honest. I'm not angry with Jimmy. Not angry, but Jimmy thought I was. Jimmy was like, have I upset you? And someone was like, no, I just can't speak now. Newish, and to sell and dispatch yourself, it's not as easy. FBA is, yes, complicated. Yeah, maybe I should start merchant fulfilled. Maybe. Do you jump through less hoops for merchant fulfilled? Caroline, what do you do? FBA or FBM? You've been listening on Gumtree and but I hate Gumtree. I hate people coming to my house. I don't want people to come to my house for stuff. Are you doing collection or are you listing on those things with postage? I hate people don't turn up. You arrange for them to turn up. They don't turn up. You're waiting like an idiot and they don't come. And the silly thing is, even if I'm not going out, I still feel like I waited in for them, even if I had no plans to go anywhere. Oh, and they pick up from, that's good. Yeah, Ashley's office is only open certain hours and there's always someone there. Yeah, it's alright for some. I need a husband, apparently. Right. My phone battery is going to go any second now. It's blipping it like mad at me, so I'm going to have to say goodbye. Mrs. Cowles just said that's the second lot of washing she's pegged out while I've been thinking of going. It's Sib K's fault. Every time I open the door, he slams it shut. No, Sib, I'm not answering that question. I have to go. My battery is dying. I have to put all this stuff away. I can't get out of the corner. I have to go and have my nana nap because I'm an old lady. And I'm hungry. So, everybody have a lovely afternoon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm so sorry. JJ says I've just arrived. I'm so sorry. I really have to go. I've been on for an hour. I've been talking about leaving for 20 minutes. Caroline and I will go live probably. I'm presuming Friday afternoon. Caroline is probably best for you. If not, I don't. Let me know. And hopefully we'll see some of you guys then. It'd be lovely to have another chat with you on Friday. We'll sort out we'll sort out something about the challenge. And yeah, early afternoon, says Caroline. So everybody have a lovely week until then. Looking forward to speaking to you later in the week. Take care. I'm going. Bye-bye. Bye.